and start recording right there. So there we go. 3, 2, and 1. Well, Mayor Shane, welcome back to Mayor's Monday here at WSAU, WSAU.com. It's been things are a little different now than when we talked last. The snowpack has accumulated in Wisconsin Rapids. I would guess, correct?
That is correct. And thank you for having me again on Mayor's Monday. And it's good to see you again, Michael. And yeah, we have a little more snow than we did last time,
Yes,
but it
that's
should be
why
expected.
I go with, the warm weather ish background here. We got to start thinking warm, start thinking about warm weather. But as we mentioned last time, every week, every day that we go without significant snow is obviously very easy on the city budget. But I guess I could almost ask the question, as the last round of heavy snow came through a couple of weeks ago, were the street crews out of practice by the time they got out there to clear everybody out and get everybody going on the over the weekend?
Yeah, it seems like we were just talking about it. Having snow events on a weekend is more expensive. So, you know, if we're going to get it, let's get it during the week. But, our guys get out there. We get various calls and complaints throughout snow cleanup. And that's always a struggle. Sometimes people are concerned that we're out plowing. It might be too soon. Sometimes we get calls from people that, oh, we're not by enough. And the city council's had a policy for snow cleanup. I think it goes back into the 80s that they've had it in place. And we kind of operate, we keep our highways and our arterial streets open. And our plows concentrate on that. And once the back roads start getting, or the residential streets, once they get over 4 inches, is when the plows will then start cleaning up on those roads after the snow event.
So they were able to fall back into those old habits right away then
Oh
once
yeah,
everything started.
yeah. A lot of those guys operate that equipment year round. Sometimes it has a blade on it for snow removal, and sometimes they move dirt with it. So they're pretty in tune with what they do, and they're very good at it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll hope that what the pattern that we're in right now, that continues, and we're all able to save a little money, and maybe more importantly for some a little stress as we get towards the end of the snow season and the winter season. We hope, which is coming up sooner rather than later. But one of the things that we wanted to chat about with you. And it's not necessarily something that's going on in your town, but it's something that you are going to stand to benefit from very much over the next, or I should say 3 years from now. We found out last week that Century World in Stevens Point is going to be hosting the USGA Senior Open in 2023. Now, when you hear something like that, is that music to your ears as mayor of a neighboring community that has some hotel rooms and restaurants that stand to be filled for a week?
Yeah, I think that's a great opportunity for everybody in central Wisconsin to be able to hold an event like that here. And obviously, as a mayor of Wisconsin Rapids, I'm glad that our proximity is close to Stevens Point, and our local restaurants and sleeping places, hotels, motels will benefit from the amount of people that are going to be attending that event, and kind of excited about it.
Yeah, and we all know the focus is going to be on Stevens Point for the most part. That's where NBC is going to be broadcasting from. They're cut to commercial break. We may see the Stevens Point Brewery or some other attractions there, but this is also going to be an opportunity for Wisconsin Rapids to show itself off as well. If people are staying in Wisconsin Rapids, they may be heading out in Wisconsin Rapids as well at times during the slower times, or maybe enjoying a stroll down through one of your recreational trails.
Yeah, I'm excited and looking forward to it, and we will be ready.
Finding something out like this early obviously gives you a lot of time to think about it. Is there anything then that you may start to think about right now to start and get ready for this 3 years from now, whether you're still mayor or not, because you'll obviously have been up for election by then. But is there anything that the city may consider doing now, or is it something that's going to be on your back burner?
Well, offhand, I think of our departments here in the city, and also through the Heart of Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce. I'm going to reach out to them, and I think discussions, just need to start happening, and kind of thinking about what could occur during that week, or what we can make sure we're ready for, or make sure that if we want to do an event or have some things available, that would be the
Mhm.
time to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because again, as we said, this is a chance for people to maybe come back, and I think especially for you because your proximity to the town of Rome, Mayor Ruink and I talked about it quite often. How much your municipal airport gets used from people that are flying in to play golf at the town of Rome. These are going to be golf fans, and this may be something that not only puts Stevens Point Century World on their radar, but they may come down here and find out that there's another great golf resort in the area as well that they didn't know about before.
Yeah, I agree. I think, with our airport here, and, with the amount of pilots out there, there's a very good chance you could see people flying in here, going to go watch some golf, go down to Sand Valley and play some golf. I think that creates a lot of opportunities.
Absolutely. So we'll look forward to seeing where this goes for the region 3 years from now, and be ready to put on our Sunday best, as they say, to showcase ourselves to the world. 120 countries are going to be taking this event in through NBC, as some of the best golfers in the world come to Central Wisconsin to play. One other topic that we've had, it's kind of been an ongoing topic for the last few months. You're continuing the process for a street utility in the city of Wisconsin Rapids. You've been exploring this for about 3 or 4 months now. Give us an idea of where you're at this point.
Yeah, so we've hired a financial and engineering firm to start to develop this, and so we're really in the infancy stages of this. Hopefully, 3 to 4 months, a plan will be uh, developed, a model, and that model will then go to start the committee process. And at that point, we'll start looking, making sure the citizens and the businesses are aware of what's going on, and what that model looks like, and what it could mean directly for them. And then at that point, we'll be able to debate and kind of be able to figure out how we want to go forward. And since it's just being developed, it's something we can, it's not like this is what we're going to do. We're proposing an idea, and then we have to weigh that idea against our current special assessments, and seeing which is probably the most best option for the residences and the business. But we have to do something. It's not like it's all just going to go away. So we have to come up with an option. And my concern is, on the small businesses, and making sure everything's fair and equitable. And if not, then maybe we need to stick with the same special assessment process that we're doing.
And this is something that you said you've hired consultants on. How have those discussions gone, or have you not had those discussions yet?
Last week we had our first initial round of just kind of introduction, expectations, scopes, and kind of just going over some of that, and just kind of laying out some of that information, and looking to see what they need more information from us on. So we just started the process.
And you said this will probably take a few months yet,
Mhm.
but again, it's still something that I think a lot of communities, once you do get some more further information, a lot of communities are going to be looking at this to see how this works. Because again, this is something unique to the state of Wisconsin. Not very many other communities have tried something like this. And
Yeah.
then, of course, all this comes through. You mentioned a lot of discussion processes, and there's a lot of ways that citizens can get involved in this. Whether that's through public hearings or actually serving on committees. And right now, you're putting out a call as well for some more committees and commissions to get citizen input as well. Talk with us about that process
Yes.
and what you're looking for.
So I think probably one of the biggest struggles I think us mayors have is trying to find people that are interested in sitting on boards and commissions, and then trying to marry them together to find out where their areas of interest are. And so my assistant and I, we created through our website a portal where you can go out and access boards and commissions. You can read about what they do, and then there's an opportunity to fill out an online application, and you can kind of pick and choose which areas of interest you have. And we can kind of create a list of people that are interested in serving on one of these boards or commissions. It could be from the library to a planning commission to park and rec. And then we can, gives me an opportunity to go through and try to find people that are interested. versus me trying to track down people. And it's always a struggle for mayors trying to fill these positions. And so we've created an online presence where that can be done.
Yeah, and you know, you don't want these committees and commissions to just be you and your friends, or you know, the people that are only interested in serving on the common council that get elected once every couple of years or so. You do want the community to have a say in this, because it is their community, and they're the ones that that stand to be impacted or benefit from decisions that are made.
Well, yeah, and also we are hoping to find. You always hope to find people that have an interest, or there's so many professionals out in the community that can bring some expertise to these committees, and that's the kind of the goal, and their citizens. And I think about Park and Rec. It's really nice to have people on the Park and Rec Commission that have children that are using the parks, and they kind of bring some value in those type of uh, activities, and so it's good. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of list of people that will step forward. And there's varying commitments. It could be a occasional meeting to a meeting a month, and we have that all outlined on the website.
Yeah, because you never know where these could take you as well. I mean, 2 years ago, you were working in the private sector before you ended up running for mayor and winning a 2-year term as well. I mean, this is something that could open doors for people as well.
Absolutely. Or somebody might sit on a board or commission and find out, oh, they might have a greater need to maybe run for city council, or try to get involved a little bit more in other ways, or get on a different board and commission. And it's a good opportunity.
hmm Yeah, absolutely. Great opportunity for the people of Wisconsin Rapids. And again, how can they find that information and submit those applications to you for consideration?
So if you go out to the wirapids.org/appointments, or you can also navigate through the menu system, and they'll take you to the page, and they'll have all the information there. The application will be on there. Otherwise, you can call our office, 715-421-8216, and we can also help them in that way.
All right. Well, we always appreciate the time, Mayor Shane. Again, stay warm down there in Wisconsin Rapids. It's certainly been a chilly one. It's been a not exactly the nice winter that we've been having, but again, we will look forward to the day that we can be together and have one
Yeah.
of these in one of the great parks or along the great trail systems down there in Wisconsin Rapids, when the certain virus that we haven't mentioned today and
Nope.
will not mention for the rest of this interview is over.
I appreciate it. I look forward to hitting a park also in the future on a nice, warm, sunny day, and
Mhm.
getting on with life.
Absolutely. Again, we appreciate the time. We'll look forward to chatting again next month.
Thank you. I appreciate it.